What's so fun about it? I don't get it. It's a bunch of guys in their underwear.
Yeah, that's what's fun about it, dude. And that's the thing. Well, obviously it was fucked up, but like the ladies, dude, like there's videos, you can look them up, of like girls like touching Roman, like they can't help themselves there. You know,
Yeah, they do.
I'm not saying at all that it's okay. Oh man, I don't know. It's like I feel like dudes sometimes, like I try not to thirst post, but if Valerie Lareda posts like a thirst trap, you retweet it thirsting, guys get clowned for that. Ladies don't though, man. Like you see them like talking about getting face and shit like by like Finn Balor, and you see the signs. You see, look it up, dude. You can see girls just thirsting over Punk like every fucking day. But like obviously the dude live, like whatever, he was talking shit to Skye Blue.
Right.
We'll get into all that. But look at these girls. They're like, he's like, what's so interesting? And then they're like, it's guys in their underwear, and they're like, no shit. I'm a teenage girl. I don't know, man. It's just it goes both ways. So we can't like. It's not like guys are just these uncontrollable beasts and shit. And there was an asshole in the crowd who was being an asshole, but we'll get into that later.
Right. And we can't forget about the gay community, you know, thanks to the first cult episode of Dark Side where they said all the gays came out for Hulk Hogan. And this is the Hulk Hogan time.
There you go, dude. And also, yeah, the chat was also like, and also, why can't the guys enjoy the guys? And I was like, you're right. So we love everyone here at PWT. Anyway, sorry, Awful. What were you going to say?
Yeah, as long as you.
I was just going to. Yeah. I just think, imagine Medusa or Sensational Sherry in that predicament. What they would have done, Miss Texas, formerly, yeah, Jacqueline. You know, I think in this regard, Homegirl's got a little bit too thin of a skin to be in this business. If one guy is giving her shit, she may go to a college type arena, and these guys don't know her from anything else. They see her ass jiggling, and now there's 30 guys saying something. You know, what do? You can't hide in the corner and weep and go on Twitter and look for this type of sympathy. You gotta go out there and you gotta yell back. You gotta do what the legends did. Medusa wouldn't have taken that shit. Mae Young wouldn't have taken that shit. Like I said, I mean, time to and this is not to defend the guy who said what he said, and it wouldn't be to defend the 30 guys who say what they say. It is just to simply that it gives you the right to fight the fuck back. That's all. You can say whatever you want to say right back to him. In fact, Saraya, I think she moved the cameraman right over to the guy like, look at this perv. You know, that's okay by me.
I have the
clip
right here. I'll play what you're talking about right here. I have it right here.
Yeah.
We'll just transition into this. We might as well.
Saraya, they're very integral in the ongoing advantage for Harley Cameron in this match, Tony.
There you see a countdown face to face between the Swerve Strickland.
Nothing wrong with it. I see nothing wrong with it.
I'm sure they were yelling some shit at her too about like a sex tape and stuff. Like I don't mean to insert that. I'm not pulling a Meltzer and just but like no. But like you got to imagine what Saraya gets yelled at her since that happened by some crowds, right? Like you need thick skin for her to just be. I mean, yeah, she knows how to handle it. It might be more difficult for someone like Skye Blue got plucked out early, and so did Paige, but she grinded it out as like a youngster. There's a fucking movie made about her life, a phenomenal one, by the way. And because she started at such a young age, and so she really knows how to deal with it. Skye Blue's a little more. She got scooped up early and paid a lot and sort of protected and cultivated, but I'm not at all siding with these motherfuckers who are saying weird shit to her, dude. Not at all. Like what we're saying and what Awful was saying is like, look at how Paige handled it. Get back at them. Yeah, here's the rest of it. She was just calling them creeps and was like, fuck off. Now, what I said on the live show, and people were tagging me, and people like were tagging me, and you're probably in the chat right now. You know who you are. You're tagging me, and you were like, you guys, Phil Marks said it. Like, they're in Edmonton. 20,000 people are next door at the watch party for the Canucks game. It's only the third time ever that the Canucks and Edmonton Oilers have met in the fucking Stanley Cup playoffs. So everybody, there's 20,000 people next door. The 1,500 people that showed up for that Dynamite, I don't know what someone wrestle ticks it and tag me, and I don't give a shit what the actual number is. It's probably around 2,000 people showed up. Those are the biggest degenerates in Edmonton ever. You know what I mean? So that's why this shit happened. Like, you're already, it's people who would rather, it's people who are going to this AEW show either because they're wasted and like, oh, we can do this right before we go to the watch party, or they're degenerate enough to not go watch the Oilers versus the Canucks and then go to this fucking watch party. I mean, pardon me, go to this.
You can't censor what's being yelled out in the crowd.
Right. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. But
that.
all I'm saying is that the people who are there are already the biggest degenerates ever in the world. I'm telling you. If you've ever been to Edmonton, I'm fucking telling you. Right. So it's well,
hopefully Skye Blue learned a lesson in how to develop thick skin overnight. No, because like, it won't be the last time that she's going to be facing that type of heat.
Okay, so you're talking tough love, and I do agree with that, but at the same time, I will say, like, fuck those guys. Like, I'm not, whatever they said that's
easy to say. The harder thing to say is, listen, you got to buck up and get a thick skin.
It's not, though, because if they might be like, dude, we didn't say shit. Like, what if they're big AEW fans and they're like, bro, we were just having fun? I don't know. That's the whole thing. But at the end of the day, it's like, because here's what I want to ask you, Awful. Is it the first time Skye Blue's ever had some weird shit yelled at her in a crowd? Probably not. So whatever they were saying was weird enough to. You think so?
Yeah. Well, look how she's reacting, dude. And like, Tony keeps them sheltered in a little bubble.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's a good point, Hairline. Okay, then maybe fuck me on that one, but okay, maybe not fuck those guys. All I'm saying is that no, I agree. See, when like people were booing Maxine Dupree, I caught some heat because I came out and said, I was like, dude, if this was a house show in the 90s, like no one would even know about this. And you're allowed to say whatever the fuck you want if you buy a ticket. Go to a baseball game and hear how these fucking people get yelled at when they're up at bat, dude. But like, you should hear the shit that gets yelled at them. I've been to pro wrestling shows where crazy shit was chanted. I was at a pro wrestling show. I don't even want to say it. I was at a WWE live event, and it was the Maximum Male Models, and I definitely did not partake in this. There was a handful of like Uber marks, couldn't see them. I was sitting too far from them, who were trying to start a kill the FA jets. You know what I'm saying, boys? Like
go ahead and say it, Phil.
No. Like that's crazy. So when I heard that, bro, and that's WWE,
but you can say it.
So it's I'm talking like, Awful. You trying to get me in trouble tonight, dude. So, but I'm just saying that, like, now I don't have to agree with the motherfuckers are saying. You buy a ticket, you can say it. If they want to kick you out of the show, though, or get fucking super mad at you for what you're saying, that's their right as much as it is your right to say shit. Everyone's allowed to say shit, but if you get punched in the fucking face or something, like you're saying, Mae Young wouldn't have taken that shit. Exactly. You say some stupid shit, you win the stupid prize. You can't also be, so I can say fuck those guys, because it's like whatever they were saying was enough to like, or apparently he was yelling like show more ass or show less ass or some shit. I don't know.
It was a bundle of sticks.
So
it was a bundle of sticks.
Oh my goodness. Can I kill the Fiat Figaro? Yeah, dude, you guys.
I guess all I really have to say here, man, is like, as far as like them being a bunch of degenerates and whatnot.
Yeah.
At the start of the fucking show, it's like that one dude flashed his fucking girlfriend's boob. You know what I'm saying? So clearly,
people are trying to say that's an indie wrestler. I tried to ask people because, like, you know, Canada's not that big, man. It's like fucking, you know, like there's more people. Dude, there's more people in New York than there are in fucking Canada, dude. Like there's not a lot of people.
Oh, no,
what I'm saying is that, so I'm like, you know, I have friends in Edmonton. I'm like messaging. I'm like, who is that? Someone tried to tell me that girl's a dancer, but there's no confirmation on that. And then no one knows who the fuck it is. But disciplinary committee, shout him out, was saying, he's like, dude, those are indie work wrestlers that they put in the front row of AEW to make it look more like a party vibe. And I went, and I just said, yo, hold on.
I believe it. I mean, goddamn, only a couple weeks ago they had seat fillers.
Yes, but then I asked around and I was like, nah, dude, because I'm like maybe that guy is. I'm like, maybe that dude is because he's pretty jacked up. But I was like, man, like that girl, like she was wasted. She was trying to like dap up Saraya and stuff. She's like, no, come here. Like Saraya was going through it. I wish somebody clipped that too. She was going through it at that Edmonton event. Wasn't good, man. It was, and like Tony should have the foresight to know that don't go then. You know what I mean, dude? Like the playoffs are on and there's going to be 20,000 people next door watching the fucking Oilers, one of the fucking best teams with two of the best players in the league, playing in the fucking playoffs, dude. Like you got to know that. You got to know not to go then. Oh no, we'll get the Oilers fans next door first. Like that's probably what he thought. It's like
How
that's
cool
such
would
like
it be? How cool would it be if
what's up?
If AEW took place in like a high school gym? Like every week they go to different high school gyms and just really make it a more intimate setting. Maybe I'm just dreaming.
I mean, I'm not arguing.
I mean, it's on the cheap. The locals get to come out. The high school kids get to come out. It's a raucous crowd. I mean, I am talking straight through my ass, but I just had that thought like, yeah, why not do high school gyms? What the fuck?
Right. I was going to say maybe not high school gyms, but just smaller buildings in general. And I thought you were being genuine there, you piece of shit. Awful motherfucking wrestler. Never know. You never know. No, dude. So here, this is just absolutely disgusting. This was tweeted out, r/squared circle on Reddit. Watched an awful thing happen involving Skye Blue tonight at the ROH taping. A man in the front row continued to make vulgar comments about Skye, commenting on her body, calling her baby girl, the whole shebang. That's what I mean, dude. You don't, hey, baby girl, like that to me is just like, you're a loser, dude. The whole match wouldn't stop when people around him told, especially when like she's got more money than you, bro. Don't fucking call her baby girl. For real, dude.
What if she was called a the whole time, like, come here, you cunt.
I don't know.
You suck. I mean,
like fuck those guys. Like I wouldn't yell at a wrestler whether I liked or disliked them a cunt unless it was like Don Callis or the Young Bucks or something.
I mean, come on now. All I'm saying is like Skye Blue, it's a long road ahead, sweetheart. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Fucking awful. Awful. The whole match wouldn't stop when people around him told him to shut the fuck up. He just got louder. Aubrey Edwards finishes refereeing the match and screams for him to no joke, just screams for him to be kicked out to security. So Aubrey Edwards, Don Stevens them from the crowd. Oh shit.
Wow. DMCA straight from the seat.
Don Stevens them from the fucking arena. AEW security and arena security were involved. More people were called when he put up a fight. He had a child with him. See, that's what I mean. Hey, baby girl. He's like with a kid. Like you couldn't be more cringe, bro. That's so cringy. Skye
My son needs a stepmom.
Oh my god. Yeah, Nick Wayne's mom. It was Christian.
Yeah.
Sitting there with Nick Wayne. Skye left the ring quickly and was very upset. Really awful thing to observe in 2024. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know. Yeah, I said my bit on that, man. Anybody have anything else to add to the creepers in the crowd, the Canuckian creepers in the crowd there in Canada?
Skye Blue's gonna show up next week in a bodysuit.
Oh, dude, like
and a hijab.
One of the crown jewel.
Yeah. She's gonna always think she's in Jeddah.
Man, Hairline, your thoughts on Skye Blue. Just put a bow on it for us.
Skye is a very safe work environment.
Yes. Oh my god.